Is the moon just a satellite? Have you ever thought about it? If the moon disappeared one day, what would the world be like? Well, it would be a little darker, so what, you might think. But in fact, the moon is one of the greatest guarantees of life on Earth. Today we will talk about how everything from the length of our days to our climate and even the oceans will be affected. A short preliminary briefing. The moon was formed about 4.5 billion years ago when a planet the size of Mars crashed into the Earth. Since then, it has been working like an invisible hero, keeping the Earth in balance. But what would happen if one day it suddenly disappeared? Let's discover together, starting with the very fabric of our daily lives. Firstly, the days would be only 6 hours long. Billions of years ago, the Earth was spinning much faster. A day lasted only 6 hours. So why do we currently have a 24-hour day cycle? The moon acts as a brake that slows the Earth's rotation. Due to tidal friction, the Earth's rotation slows down by about 1.4 milliseconds every century. Without the moon, the days would still be 6 hours long, as pointed out in a 2020 scientific article by Nature Geoscience. The atmosphere would move very fast, storms and hurricanes would be constant. The human body could not adapt its biological clock to such a fast cycle. It would be evening when we got up in the morning. Have you ever stopped to think about the rhythmic dance of our oceans? The tides, rising and falling like the breath of the planet, are driven largely by one celestial partner, the moon. But what if this moonlit waltz came to an abrupt halt? The oceans would be almost dead. 70% of tides are caused by the moon. Tides directly affect ocean currents and marine life. If the moon were to suddenly disappear, tides would be very weak, or even non-existent in some areas. Marine ecosystems would collapse to a great extent. The food chain and the evolution of marine organisms would stop. Imagine the oceans, once teeming with life, turning into vast stagnant waters. A world where the gentle pull of the tides no longer stirs the depths, where the once vibrant marine ecosystems crumble. The food chains would be disrupted and the evolution of marine life would come to a screeching halt. Interestingly, Neptune's moon Triton also plays a crucial role in stabilizing its parent planet's tilt, much like our moon does for Earth. Without Triton, Neptune's axis would wobble, leading to chaotic climate conditions. Similarly, without our moon, Earth would experience a climate chaos like Mars. In the possible scenario, extreme seasons and a chaotic climate would be seen. The Earth's axis would shift uncontrollably and the seasons would become extremely harsh. One year, there would be desert heat, the next year, there would be ice ages. Real-world example, Mars. Mars does not have a large moon, so its axis is constantly changing, making its climate extremely unstable. Scientists state that without the moon the Earth would experience a climate chaos like Mars. The Earth's magnetic field protects us from deadly radiation from the sun, but the presence of the moon supports the movement of the Earth's inner core. If the moon were to suddenly disappear, the magnetic field would weaken, and the Earth would be vulnerable to solar winds. Northern and southern lights would decrease. It would be possible that the atmosphere would disappear over time and the Earth would become uninhabitable. New research has been published showing how the presence of the moon preserves the motion of the Earth's inner core. As we've journeyed through the potential chaos of a moonless Earth, one thing becomes abundantly clear. The moon is not just a passive satellite but the Earth's greatest protector. From stabilizing our planet's tilt to influencing the tides, the moon has played a crucial role in making Earth a habitable world. Imagine a world where our nights are pitch black, our days are erratic and our oceans are in turmoil. The absence of the moon would lead to a cascade of catastrophic changes, making life as we know it impossible. The delicate balance that sustains our climate, our ecosystems, and even our very existence would be thrown into disarray. The moon played an essential role in shaping life on early Earth. Day lengths, sea levels, magnetic fields, all stable thanks to the moon. If it weren't for the moon, humanity might not have evolved at all. The world as we know it would be completely different. Perhaps a different species would be dominant on Earth. What do you think would happen if there was no moon? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more cosmic explorations.